What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, listen, let me just get this out. This ain't gonna take long at all. Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin. Look, first round, um, Charles Martin dropped Ortiz, and pretty much he won that round. All right, second round, third round, they were close rounds. Fourth round, they were close rounds. I feel like Ortiz might have edged those rounds. Okay, fifth round, he dropped him. Martin dropped Ortiz again coming in towards the end of that round. Sixth round, okay, Ortiz he caught Charles Martin, and Martin was on wobbly legs, and jumped on him, and pretty much the referee stopped it. Charles Martin was protesting for a minute, nah, like okay, but basically the fight was stopped. He went over there, they hugged it out, whatever, and okay. Now let me just tell you something. PBC fans are jumping all over this fight. Yo, this is a great fight. Yo, this is fight of the year. All this, like, seriously, bro. Okay, let me tell you what I saw. I saw a limited fighter in Charles Martin, who was never that good of a fighter anyway. Okay, he's a C class fighter, no doubt. Um, Luis Ortiz, who was a decent fighter, but his age, okay, definitely to me, like he had balance issues on certain times of the fight. You could see his legs didn't look so steady. Um, he doesn't look as sharp as he did in the past. So this is pretty much an older fighter versus older fighter who's no longer in his prime, fighting a guy who basically never really did much anyway. Neither one of them did much of anything. We know how Charles Martin got the title in the first place, okay? But I wasn't excited. I mean, for those who enjoyed the fight, hey, more power to you. But I wasn't excited for this fight. I don't see what this does for Luis Ortiz. I mean, the fight with Charles Martin and Gerald Washington was supposed to be a title eliminator. And what did it do? They had Gerald Washington booked on this card. So what did it do? Now here's another title eliminator. Charles Martin, like I said, talking about he wanted 4 fights, but title fights. He wanted to whoop AJ's ass twice, and he couldn't even get past, Luis Ortiz. Now, Luis Ortiz is crazy how Deontay Wilder called him the boogeyman and was, oh, nobody want to fight him, to try to big him up to make it like, okay, he's fighting a quality opponent. I never really thought much of Luis Ortiz as a fighter. Like, I mean, I feel like he was a decent fighter. I never seen him the way people tried to pump him up to be. But Luis Ortiz is an underachiever in the heavyweight division. Let's just be real. And they keep coming with this narrative. Everybody ducked him. I heard people talking about AJ ducked him, Dillian White ducked him, Tyson Fury ducked him. Look, first of all, AJ and Hearn, they made him an offer. Remember that. He turned around to go fight Wilder. He turned the offer down, not AJ. He turned the offer down. As far as Dillian White is concerned, Dillian White, was mandatory. He was trying to get his fight. What the hell would he want to fight Ortiz for? When, no, I'm mandatory. I want my shot. I'm number one. I want my shot. So what the hell would he chase after him for? Now, as far as people thinking that White is afraid of Ortiz, I can't tell you what goes through no man's heart and what goes through his mind. I can only tell you what I see and what I get from what I see them do. I don't see any reason for White to be fearful of this dude. First of all, I mean, at the end of the day, I just wasn't impressed by the fight. I didn't expect to be impressed by the fight. It is what it is. And I'm pretty sure, looking at this fight now, if for all this crap about how he's the boogeyman and how everybody's so scared of Ortiz, I'm pretty sure fighters right now, if they were scared of him, they wouldn't be scared of him anymore. Didn't look impressive tonight. You can see an Asian fighter again against a guy who was never that good in the first place. That's all that I saw in that ring. And pretty much, I mean, I don't think anybody's looking forward to a Wilder versus Ortiz 4 times just for the same thing that happened to him. I mean, a third time just for the same thing that happened to him. I mean, what does this fight warrant? A title shot for who? I mean, Ortiz. Um, it is what it is, man. I mean, we seen him rock Wilder with shots, and Wilder wouldn't go down. You catch a person right, you can get him out of there. Um, Whoever said Charles Martin, was an elite fighter in the first place. We seen what AJ did to him. We see how he didn't really want to get up. He didn't want to continue in that fight. We seen what Kalnaki did to him. He's had some fights like, the fight he had with Washington. It was a struggle. He won. He got the KO, but he took all night for him to get, Gerald Washington out of there. Let's be real. And as far as Ortiz go, and all this talk about a guy who never won a goddamn thing, and as far as putting the offers in and making fights happen, just saying I want to fight somebody, come on, man. Like this, people just go along with whatever people say. So people want to say that Ortiz is the most feared man in boxing, all this. Knock that shit off, man. This was a fight where, like I said, I wasn't excited by it, but, let the PBC fans tell it this was the greatest fight they've seen since Wilder and Fury 3 or whatever. Anyway, never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.